So as he arrives, does a good job staying on the side of the door rather than standing directly in front of it. At this point, you could go ahead and announce yourself as the police department.
This is Officer Brady, Baltimore County Police. It's Officer Brady. Can I talk to you? It's Officer Brady. Can I talk to you?
I know it's hard to get out of the habit of sticking your head in front of the door to try and talk louder to the person, but you gotta do your best to make sure you stay on the side of that door and talk real loud. And if you can't hear them or they can't hear you, then you just need to announce louder to come to the door and to come outside.
Can you come talk to me? I can't hear you real well. Can you come talk to me?
If you can't even get them out here, then there's no point in even asking. You can see if they're available to monitor. Hang on here. I'm going to go around, actually, real quick. Let me try to call the complainant. See if the son picks up or whoever called.
Alright, so we're going to fast forward a little bit here. Officer's going to go to his car and talk to the complainant. The big thing to pick up here from the phone call is that the complainant is telling him to come around to the backside of the house. Now, that could mean nothing, but it should have your spidey senses come up a little bit, just to be like, why do they want me to come around to the back of the house? Are they trying to set up an ambush? Why can't they come right now? Also, from here, you can see the not good tactical decision of the female officer who is over there standing in front of the door. It looks like with her ear pressed against it, trying to have a conversation through the door. Again, we definitely don't want that to happen.
So and just so you know, my camera's on, but we're at, and we can hear him talking. No, we're out front. Do you want us to come around back?
Yeah, go around back. They were supposed to tell you to go around back.
Okay, didn't see that. I'll come around the back.
All right, thank you.
All right, no problem. Bye.
All right, bye.
Again, it's kind of odd that they want us to come around the back. Why can't you guys come to the front of the house? Should just be raising your suspicion a little bit. And again, as we walk up to the front of the house, we can see our partner just standing completely in front of the door,
and I'm going to go talk to her.
Ear to the door, trying to have a conversation. So we'll skip ahead a little bit here to get to the back of the complex here. Here we are at the back of the house now.
Hey, sir. Hi. What's he doing? What's he doing? What's going on?
Alright, so this is, of course, where we want to try and pay attention to what's going on here in the doorway here. This is obviously our female that we were talking to on the phone. Again, we would have liked to have got them to come outside around the front to come and talk to us about whatever's going on. But if we look here, we can see he's sort of at a little bit of a bladed stance. Can't see his left arm. Right arm looks like it could be reaching into a waistband or reaching into a table or something that's right here. So not really sure what exactly he's reaching for.
Give me 10-3. Give me 10-3. Show me your hands. Show me your hands.
So he asked for 10-3, and then he does go ahead and get his gun out, which is good. This is one thing that I would like to see officers get out of the habit of doing. So this guy shot once immediately rather than two hands on the gun and giving accurate return fire. We're sending one hand to the radio to say, hey, we've got shots fired. I would much rather have two hands on this gun, start moving off of this X, and be giving accurate return of fire to our bad guy here who's shooting at us. Don't get me wrong, it's important to have backup coming and on the way, but this guy just shot at us. We're behind the curve already. We need to have two hands up on this gun and give some accurate returning fire.
Shots fired, shots fired. Drop the gun, come here. Come out.
There's also just a lack of sense of urgency here. Right now, our officer is kind of trapped in this little narrow spot right here in between this fence and the car. Now, I would want to get out of this little slot as quick as possible. So as soon as the shots came out, 2 hands on the gun, returning fire, work our way back out of this situation.
Come out, come out, come out, come out with your hands up!
So, also not entirely sure why we're just standing here with one hand on the gun. We're no longer talking. We're no longer talking on the radio, so I'm not sure why this hand is not engaged. And up here, we can see our bad guy again coming out. Hard to tell from the body cam, but I'm sure he's presenting that firearm again. And now we have a much better shot on him than we did from over here. Again, not making great tactical decisions here. We do move away from the trash can, as the trash can here is not a source of cover. But again, just watch why he's using one hand. I don't know. Get 2 hands on the gun, give accurate return fire, and move off of the X and get to some real cover. Trash can is not cover. So now we push back to some cover of a car. Now this is another spot that I wish more officers would pay attention to. Engine block is definitely going to be your best source of cover with the vehicle around here. The problem is, if you suck up onto this vehicle like he is now, what the bad guy can see is everything above the top of this car. So that's going to be a lot of your head, your gun, your shoulders, everything like that. So what is a better option, if you have the space to do so, is going to be to push back off of this car. Everything in close quarters battle is a game of angles. So the further you can get from this block of car, the better time you're going to have trying to shoot over the top of it. Less of you is going to be exposed. It's difficult to show here just with a picture, but let's imagine that this is our car and this is our cop with his head and his shoulders and both of his arms out here in front of this car. It's a big target for someone who's standing over here to shoot at. If you would move yourself off of that car a little bit and instead move back here where you're standing like this with your shoulders and your gun up, this is still giving you cover from the bad guy who's over here in these situations. This is still going to give you cover, but it's going to be covering a lot more of you. Only the very top of your head and your sights are practically going to be shooting over the top of this, the further off of the cover you are. So it's just something to keep in mind. A lot of videos you'll see officers tend to press up against this car, where in this situation he's got this alleyway. There's plenty of space for him to move back and better utilize this cover. So, frustrating. We got homegirl just hanging out over here, not really participating in the fight at all. Would be nice if she could punch up around this corner somewhere. Again, staying off of it a little bit, but start sending some rounds this direction.
Get out of the car, man!
Again, we're having some hesitancy on whether we want to use the radio or not use the radio. We keep bringing that hand back. But we need to keep those 2 hands up on the gun as best we can. Again, if you want to make a radio call, make a radio call. But now we're making radio calls while shooting one-handed, and that's
Drop the gun!
unacceptable.
Drop the gun! Come out with your hands up! Hands up! Come out to me! Come
So
out to me!
again, we're doing this whole one-handed everything, and that's fine. You're going to obviously have to use one hand to open this gate, but getting up from around the car, just doing all of this extra motion, having all this extra motion of having just one hand on the gun pointed up on the guy, less than ideal.
Come out to me! Come out!
So, not really sure why it seems like we've holstered our gun at this point. Obviously, our guy's been hit, but I can't see his left hand. He can still have a gun in his left hand. keep that gun out. If the guy's acting semi-compliant now and pulling his way out, go ahead and bring him all the way out. Don't holster up and go hands-on just yet.
Get it. You gotta get down on the ground, sir. You gotta get down on the ground.
So he's obviously hit in the face or neck area.
It's on the ground. We're getting detained. Scene is safe. 3 minutes in now, around the back alley.
Again, same thing that we see in other videos is we're too quick to be on the radio saying what we need when we need to just get this guy into custody first.
Fuck. Sir, where are you hit? Oh, shit.
So this guy hit in the neck or throat area or face. We're going to need to keep him on his side as best as we can. That's going to allow his airway to stay open for us. This is more of an airway emergency than it is necessarily a blood loss emergency.
No, we're all good.
So one thing I would like to see also, as soon as the second and third officer get here, is we do still need to clear the house.
Yes, officer involved.
So we're sitting here, we're working on medical, that's fine. But again, right now, it's not so much of a bleeding problem as it is a airway problem. So now we've got 2 officers here. What I would like to see is for these 2 to go run in and clear the house real quick. Again, there's not much we can do for this guy right now. He needs an airway more than he needs anything else. So we're not putting a tourniquet on his neck or his face, and we're not going to be able to shove gauze anywhere to make him stop bleeding at the moment. So he needs medics, he needs an airway, and then after that, they'll be able to take care of him. So we really don't need 3 officers performing medical at the moment. We do need to clear the rest of the house.
I don't know if you see him on any extremities. The only bullet wound I see is on his face.
So we're doing a whole lot of just holding the guy, which is fine, but let the guy flail around. Who cares? He doesn't have a gun anymore. He's in handcuffs. We're asking bystanders if there's anyone inside. It's like, why don't you guys go figure out if there's someone inside or not? I don't understand the need or the want for everyone to try and put their hands on him and keep him from moving. Again, let him try and open his airway the best he can. You restricting him is not helping anything. But right now, these 2 people are standing around doing absolutely nothing. It's like, why do you want her to hold him? What is she doing right now? And then the best part of the whole thing, I don't know if you could hear it over me rambling, but it sounds like officer over here just now charged his rifle. So he's been hanging out with no bullet in the chamber the whole time. That should have been something that he chambered around as soon as he got to his rifle at his car. It sounds like we're just now chambering around and now providing cover towards the house. Which again, leave 1 officer here to keep him secure. Homegirl, you're not doing anything by touching his leg. And you 2, get your butts inside and go clear the rest of the house.
Hey, he was talking to me through the front.
So she says he was talking to you through the front. Is that this guy? Is that another suspect? Again, it just goes to show that we need to get at least 2 people in the house to get it clear.
Clear the house with him.
He's got a gunshot wound to his jaw. I
So
don't know if he's anywhere else.
now we've got homegirl here telling the 4th arriving officer, go clear the house with him. Like, why don't you go clear the house with him? You're just standing here touching his leg. You're not doing anything.
He's gone.
I got it. Let me know now. I secured the gun.
Okay, I got you.
Just in the jaw.
So hopefully you guys were able to take something from that video. Go ahead and get down in the comments. Say things you liked. Say things you didn't like. Tell me how you would have done things differently. We'll see you in the next one.